put it in the great words of Player 4, Kingdom Hearts is here.
That's true.
There's a lot of Soras on this island, too. This is Destiny Island.
Yeah,
We've lost Yoshi Island. We've become Destiny.
We used to be Kong Island, and then we were Yoshi Island, and now we are Destiny Island.
Was Kong Island Will and the DK?
That was definitely during the age of
Brawl,
DK Will, when Mojo had DK at the front of the pack, Ricky G.
Oh, God.
Like, we had some really good...
perform a seance now. Why you do that?
We had some really good DKs, and, like, they're not gone, but they've been usurped in popularity and in presence. Like, Mojo's still around. Mojo's
but he's
probably the head honcho.
He's leading the charge with the Sora. Stocktaker, I heard earlier today saying when he was entering singles, I'm probably going to go all Sora as well. So we also got him.
Yeah.
Suarez, another fan of Sora, but we're going to probably see Yoshi throughout the bracket, but also someone very excited that Sora came in.
So if you're looking to catch a stream that's going to have lots of competitive Sora play, you're going to see it right here.
We're going to get a button check for rareness. But who we got on the other side? Oh, Felix.
Yes. Felix, a consistent player here at Aeon. We usually see him, if not on the Tuesdays, on this, like the Saturdays, Sundays, the Fridays. Like, he's out here always grinding. Yeah. And I feel like he's one of the really solid gatekeeper kind of players.
That's true, yeah.
I feel like Felix is one of the definitive individuals who will beat anyone he's supposed to beat, lose anyone he is expected to lose to. Now, of course, he can have performances that deviate from that, but he is a very consistent player, and I think Rob is a great character to accentuate that consistency.
Now, speaking of Rob, what are Rob's disadvantages?
So, his out-of-shield game without gyro is going to be kind of rough. His recovery, kind of linear, especially for a floaty character like Sora. If you're approaching with shield at a large distance, gyro and laser don't really offer too much in the way of zoning pressure.
Give the people what they want, Frank.
Rob is rather large.
Yeah!
All right.
Say the thing, Bart.
Yeah. yes. Rob big. But will it be enough to stop Felix tonight? Let's see as Game 1 brings us to PS2.
Ooh, interesting trade with the gyro falling down. As Jack picked it up and just also tossed it.
Sonically, going to be a really solid approach option here for Jack because there's not a lot of other safer options that Sora has in this matchup beyond approaching with shield and dash attack. But even then, dash attack you're going to need for later on, whether for confirming edge guards or for linking into combos. That
was such an aggressive approach with the Sonic Blade there too. Just seeing a lot of the auto lock on. Just into neutral as well.
It's not that bad of an option if you can know that your opponent isn't going to be spamming air dodge, or if they're not on the ground with the ability to shield. Especially if they're looking to attack, Sonic Blade will trade out with most interactions.
I would also like to just point out there, like also when we're seeing Felix shield the Sonic Blade, we're seeing Jack purposely come from a more upwards angle so he can choose what side he's landing on top of the Rob to make sure that he's on the behind side so Rob can't immediately get a grab out of shield.
Yeah, keeping things ambiguous in the air is one of the strong suits of Sora's movement. And a good call out on counterattack to safely navigate through the projectiles.
Ooh, I like that drift back there too, opting to go for the ledge. Usually, the opponent would expect the Sonic Blade immediately after. So trying to stuff out an aggressive option, but Jack just holding a bit more defensive there. I think that's the fair one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to get fair one on the ice block is a really smart idea, because if you catch them mashing out of the ice, you go into fair 1, 2, 3, and you can add a kill. Or you just hit it, and if you're at max distance, you don't have to worry about being in too much hit lag. Up air's really good. You're going to see it trade with a lot of buttons. And especially if you're at those higher percentages, do not be surprised to see any target explode.
Rob big, Sora up air big.
Definitely big.
But Felix keeping it even thus far. Actually, it started off with a lead and continuing to build that up. The gyro are going to drop down. Ooh, I like Felix's ability to try to drift around it, but all right, able to go further enough where Jack does not want to risk going out that deep after burning several resources like that.
Yeah, you need to be very mindful if you're going to actively edge guard Rob as Sora, because given how light Sora is, there's always that off chance of the reversal from Rob just decimating you. But also, you need to be really mindful of Rob's fuel. You do have the potential to burn it out, but you don't need it if you got reads like that.
Yeah, Sora, a character that can spend a lot of time in the air, partially due to the floatiness, the jumps as well, and being able to pressure with an up B into immediate side Bs. Like, just a character that can just existing off stage in a space in an aggressive fashion just can kill a character without even having to touch them just by scaring them.
Very true. Although being spooked is definitely the name of the game here, as Felix sitting practically the entire stock down.
Yeah.
The damage racking up pretty swiftly in Jack favor.
If it was just keeping it even during the first 2 stocks, but after losing that second stock, it's just become all Jack thus far.
Given how aggressive Felix has been opting to play out this match, it makes sense, but
Yeah.
unfortunate DI on the up air is going to help him tie it up, and with gyro in hand, this is the opportunity that Felix needs.
Ooh. Coming down with these snares, getting quite a bit of damage, but going to get caught by the up B on the platform, and that's 100% going to kill.
Yeah.
The up B, very strong move, very good killing move as well. That's going to be 1-0 Jack thus far. Felix starting to bring it back there at the end, showing some signs of life, but just too little, too late. Kept it also even in the early game, but like I was saying earlier, Jack able to just keep the pressure going once he finally took the stock, not allowing Felix to get anything going there.
Now, the run back to Stadia makes a lot of sense because it's going to give Felix the opportunity to play things a little slower if he can gain momentum within the set. He needs to be able to do something to stop these Sonic Blades, and I think just being mindful enough to wait for your opportunity to press a button is going to be really important.
Now, we were talking about, you know, Felix always on the grind as well. There's also the question of how much experience does Felix have against Sora thus far? Character's new, was it 2 weeks now? Less than 2 weeks, you know? The matchup and experience is a big thing. Also, as people are figuring out the character, Sora has a lot of complicated tech. The noops, you know, and just the way that the nair, the fair, the forward tilt, and the jab work, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that you could mix up how you're striking with Sora, and in general, he does have a lot of ways to take advantage of being on hit. But a character like Rob is still able to play a very traditional game of Ultimate, and as long as you're on the more patient end, you could still take advantage of the fact that Sora doesn't have a lot of tools that are especially safe on block.
You need to dash up forward for that left smash to connect. Sora just kind of slid on through there. Got the soap shoes on, stolen from Sonic.
He got the big shoes. The red Tims.
The literal Mickey Mouse. They're going to be put off stage. Going to keep him off stage with a laser. Just opting to go high there. Felix tried to cover a lower option, but unfortunately didn't get it. Able to air dodge through Thundara.
It's worth mentioning how, like, when you side B, you have to Sonic Blade it either left or right.
Right off of the first one, yeah.
Yeah, and you have to do that immediately after up B, otherwise you go into free fall. Oof. So if Felix catches onto that, he should be able to like start to build the wall well on how he edge guards. But catching up to that pattern is going to take a bit of effort.
I like Felix just staying under the platform there. The Sonic Blade would have not been able to go through it.
If he keeps it targeted, he is able to navigate. And depending on how well he angles it, he can make it really ambiguous on whether or not he wants to be on the platform or above it. Or under it, rather.
Yeah. Jack's struggling to find this kill. Felix sitting at 192 right now. Ooh. Yeah,
and there you go.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, I was just about to praise Felix for the fact that he's been playing this in a very passive manner. That's forcing Jack to be on the approach, and he has to be very selective with how he goes through gyro and laser and a lot of the retreating aerials. But getting a bit too frisky on block, that's going to get you killed against Sora.
Now it's evened up. All right, Nair out of shield, just going to send Felix towards the ledge here. And the up B going to catch Felix dropping shield there as well. The up B out of shield is the fastest out of shield Sora's got, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Outside of that, it would be like grab and nair. Up air is not a bad option either, and if you catch your opponent trying to get a little too aggressive, you blow him out of the sky, but that's exactly what Felix is going to be doing there as he takes a stock lead.
Let's see if they're able to keep it up. Just going to box them out.
He even got the trip during one of those down tilts. He could have gone a little further with it, but regardless.
Didn't care, just wanted to break the ankles.
Yep.
Not by mixing, but just by blunt force. Was he like 14? Just break them kids' ankles.
Gotta drink your milk. Gotta get the strong bones.
Don't be put into bed for a year.
Yeah, taking year-long naps is usually not recommended.
This is a Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora as well, so you know
he's woken up from the year-long nap.
You consume Goofy.
He has. This is the power of Goofy on his side. but it's going to be enough for Jack.
Yeah.
It seems like Felix has done a fine job of adapting, but given how even this game is, it could very well swing into Jack's favor.
Yeah. Jack keeping Felix off stage right now. Oh!
Good catch.
Barely able to catch him, but enough to just reset. Oh, and the gyro keeping the hitbox out further. Not going to be enough to do it.
That was really cheeky. I love that.
That was... Ooh, that was hot, but unfortunately not able to get the job done. Giving Felix a second chance here. Gonna get the grab and the up air. Not enough to do it yet, but gonna force Jack here towards the ledge. Opting to go low. This is the air dodge, but we're Sora. We're fine. Oh, pokes a little too high though, but the up B just gonna keep the pressure going.
The fact that Sonic Blade traded with the gyro there to extend it actually gave Jack a bit of a reprieve.
The gyro gonna...
Oh!
The gyro interrupting the Sonic Blade, allowing Felix to get the grab and the kill throw there. Woo.
A lot of shenanigans.
Good positioning of the gyro there from Felix. Gyro coming in clutch there in those last couple of moments. And we're running it right back on the...
Now we got a small battlefield now. A little bit less space, very similar layout.
Yeah, not going to allow Felix to play as passive. Going to allow Sora to be more aggressive. Keep in Felix's face and also force Felix to keep the aggression going. As we get good music.
Ooh.
Castlevania.
Very fitting for a Game 3, especially when you consider that there's going to be a lot of active space for Sora to harass Rob on here. Priority number one. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that. Being able to constantly pressure out shields and find these stray hits to link into, especially the magic to further press off stage.
Able to air dodge through. Yeah, the up smash would have been safe there due to how high Sora was. Like the Rob was in no threat of the Sonic Blade hitting. Eventually, the Sonic Blade does end. Contrary to popular belief.
Like, there's a couple of really weird properties to Sonic Blade, and I feel like Felix is slowly picking apart at where he can actually play around it.
Ooh, and a fantastic spike there, able to take a bit of a lead. But it's gone immediately, coming right off the respawn platform. Immediately falling up air, going to catch Felix jump in there, and it's going to even things right back up. And this is definitely a lot more aggressive of a Game 3, the smaller space allowing for that.
Yeah, and even though Felix is definitely... His play looks much more comfortable when he has a bit of space, and he has that opportunity to play passively.
I love that from Felix, just immediately dashing back behind the gyro, knowing we provide some safety from the Sonic Blade.
Well, he's seen multiple times the gyro comes in clutch for interrupting Sonic Blade, and in general being a nuisance to Sora. That's why priority number one, fighting a character like Rob, you got to get rid of that gyro.
Going to get the grab down throat. Fair. Just going to send Felix off stage, but then they're able to get through. Fantastic wait there from Felix, waiting out the counter. Just float on up.
Trying to rise with fair and air is actually pretty smart when you consider how it positions you to land. Like, you get one of those landings that you just go right on along. Kind of similar to how Steve can manipulate how he's moving along when blocks go along.
Ooh, waited a little too long to try to get the grab there. Ooh, the laser going to send off. Able to counter through the gyro.
Not that one. Oh, but just barely dodging the laser.
Oh, just going to land right in front of Rob. Just immediately tossed right back off, and that gyro is going to get the job done. Felix, once again, with a bit of a lead.
But how well will he maintain this lead? Because we've been seeing that Jack is very willing to get aggressive off that Angel Plat. We saw the F smash immediately.
You have the iframes, just go for it. What's Rob going to do?
All right, well, what Rob's going to do is about to press on forward. He's building up a decent amount of percentage right here and now. Trying to find the Nair in with gyro in hands.
Able to block the Sonic Blade. Oh! Expected Jack to probably land below the platform.
I like the idea. That's it.
Oh, no air dodge.
Yo, he was one side B away from doing it to him.
Gonna land on the other side. Forward tilt just to put Sora off stage. Can you deflect the Thundaga? Oh god, that must look atrocious. But Jack finally able to take the stock, and now we're on last stock here. Felix gets the grab up tilt into the up air.
Oh, that's
and that's
gonna
do it.
And that's going to be Felix taking it over Jack 2-1.
Fantastic adaptation there.